Hello everyone and good afternoon. I'm Hayden Banzel and you are watching the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. Today we have our first game of our doubleheader between the Greenbrier Knights and the visiting Norfolk Redbirds. It's the first meeting of the season between the two teams, but they're going to get a healthy dose of each other as they're scheduled to play their next three matchups against each other. Coming into the day, it is 88 degrees here at Lakewood Park. And we have the starting lineups here for you. For the Redbirds, leading off and playing center field, Bryce Jones. Out and right and batting second, Jason Bosher. Aiden Feathers batting third, playing third. Trevor Self behind the dish. He'll be doing the catching and batting fourth. Batting fifth and DHing is Wes Bonney. Adams, he's the extra hitter tonight, batting sixth. Batting seventh and playing first is Proctor, batting eighth, and playing left, Jack Mork. Justin Lakos over at second base, batting ninth, and Alex Aguilar playing short and batting 10th. And the starting pitcher for the Norfolk Redbirds is Vincent Bashara. This is the second start of the season for Bashara, as he just got here recently to the team. He went 3 innings in his first start. That was here against Tarboro. And then for the home Knights, the lineup consists of Blake Herman, who's leading off after a productive night last night, as he went 1 for 3 with a single. Andy Choi, who got the night off last night, he's out in right field batting second. Luke Waters is DHing, batting third. Warren Bailey over at first, batting fourth. Corbin McLeod getting another start behind the plate, batting fifth. Nick Arnold, he's an extra hitter tonight, batting sixth. MJ Song out in right, batting seventh. Sean Hahn over at second, batting eighth. Ronaldo Perez is the shortstop, batting ninth. Tristan Hensley is batting 10th and playing third. And the pitcher for the Greenbrier Knights will be Tim Blackman Jr. We're about to get set to start underway here at Lakewood Park, so stay tuned. We are about to get set underway here from Lakewood Park. And the first pitch from Tim Blackman is grounded, fouled into the Knights dugout, 0-1. Blackman earned pitcher of the week for Greenbrier after he just got here for the Knights. And throws that one upstairs for a ball, 1-1. Blackman played in 2 games. Started one of them, went 7 complete innings on Saturday in a 7-inning game. And just 2 runs allowed in 9 total innings of work, with 10 total strikeouts. And that breaking ball is in there for a strike, 2-2. Bryce Jones leading off here for the Redbirds. And he skies that one out towards left center. Choi goes into the gap, and that ball is off the base of the wall. Some good 2-strike hitting there from Bryce Jones. And he gets things started for Norfolk. So Bryce Jones, after recently getting down here, gets things started here with a leadoff double. There's a swing and a miss from Jason Bosher, 0-1. That ball is inside. Hahn over at second base is holding Jones pretty tightly. And Warren Bailey, who's over at first, is playing a bit in. That pitch is popped up, and that should be playable. Bailey's calling for it, and he dropped it. Bailey, usually behind the plate, made an attempt on that pop-up and just couldn't squeeze it. So now the first 2 runners on for the Redbirds, and it's Aiden Feather. Feather leaves that one inside. Jacob Regaini trots over to coach first base, and that one shot out towards center. Back goes Herman. He was busy last night, and that's over his head, a ground rule double. So a run will score on the RBI ground rule double from Aiden Feather, and it's quickly 1-0 Norfolk. Now here's the catcher, Trevor Self, and he takes that one outside. So some early struggles for Blackman after a good first week for Greenbrier. Trying to find his rhythm right here. Was the 3rd double of the season, as that one's hit towards Hahn, who's playing in. Throw to home! Not in time. So the infield was playing in with nobody out and a runner on third. Hahn came home with it, and the throw was not in time. So runners on the corner, still nobody out here in the top half of the first, and it's Wes Bonney. The first Blackman checks in on Self. And that one's whipped down the left field line, a fair ball. Feather trots in to score. And that one's all the way in the corner, coming around from first to score easily is Trevor Self. So a 2-run double for Wes Bonney. And it is 4-0 before you can blink. Third double of the season for Bonney. His 5th runs batted in of the season. And no one out as that one is in the dirt. Still no one out, and Ben Adams up at the plate. And Adams got a piece of that one. 2-1. And takes a called strike there to even it up at 2-2. Adams 0 for 2 on the season. Just his second game, and first Blackman steps off. And there's the first out retired from Blackman. It comes out and called strikes for the first out of the day. So Blackman trying to black out the previous 5 batters. There's a called strike on Drew Proctor, getting the start over at first today. Chris Dodolo, who is not present today for the Redbirds. So Jack Markey's the head coach for the day. Normally the assistant. He's over at third. And there's a 3-pitch strikeout from Blackman. Second consecutive strikeout. It brings up Jack Morick. And Morick rips that one to third. One hopper for Hensley, and the throw to first is in time. But not before 4 runs come in to score for the Redbirds in the top half of the first. Vincent Bashara getting the start today for the Redbirds. Bashara has been in the Tidewater Summer League for 2 years already. This is his third season. Now an ODU kid. Pitched the last 2 seasons for Coach Slaughter in the Knights, and now going up against his lineup. And that one's fouled off the bat of Herman, 1-1. Herman was in the 9-hole last night in Edenton. He's now slid up to the leadoff man. And that one's ripped foul. Might have broken his bat, and he did. As he tosses his bat over to the dugout and looking for a new one. That one's fouled back by Herman. It's now 1-2. Second start of the season for Bashar, who, as we mentioned, didn't arrive till later in the season. Went 3 innings and allowed an earned run, so solid performance. Bashar looking to go deeper into games, though. A good layoff there from Herman on a ball in the dirt, 2-2. And he goes down on strikes. And that's the first out recorded by Bashara. Bashara had 4 strikeouts in his 3 innings of work right here at Lakewood Park against the River Bandits. The River Bandits will be hosting the Edenton Steamers tonight at 7 o'clock, so we'll keep you updated with that game during the second game of our doubleheader. And Choi loops that one into center field. That's going to find a gap. So Andy Choi continues to stay hot as he just punched that one into the right center field. And it just found a hole between the right fielder, center fielder, and second baseman. So good piece of hitting there from Choi. Luke Waters, who was led off last night's game. And Choi a fake steal, and Waters pops that one foul. Been mad at himself for missing that pitch. We'll see what he can do here in an 0-2 hole. With Choi over on first. And another fake steal, and that one's low and in. Choi has not attempted a stolen base this season. And that one's ripped down the left field line, a base hit. That'll roll all the way into the corner. And Choi's going to be sent home. And the relay throw is cut off. An RBI double for Luke Waters. As time is called, he just continues to come up with big time hitting. His 10th hit of the season produces his 7th RBI. And now Bailey, first pitch swinging, sends that one into right. Back goes Bosher to the warning track to make the catch. Waters did not tag on that play. Jamison Griffin over there coaching at third was yelling tag. And McLeod, first pitch swinging, fouls that one off. So now 0-2 here on the catcher McLeod. And he hits that one over to third. Roll to Feather, who makes a tag play. Throw to first. Not in time.
He called him on the tag.
But Waters is out on the tag. Late signal there from the umpire. So the Knights do tack on a run, though. It's 4-1 at the end of one. So the Knights chip on a run in the bottom half of the first after Norfolk put up a 4 spot. And that pitch is skied up towards the left side. Choi is under it. battling the sun to make the catch. Good job there from Choi to use his glove to block the sun out.
Rumors spreading round tonight.
So here's Alex Aguilar, and he takes a called strike, 0-1. And Alec pops that one straight up. See if the Knights can make this play. This time Hensley is under it, and he squeezes that one. And there's quickly 2 down. So back to the top of the order for the Redbirds, and a good curveball there from Blackman. And another good one that just missed outside. And Jones calls time. One pitch, and that one's popped up towards the left side. Over comes Hensley for a look and foul ground, and that'll go out of the reach of him and Choi.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
Good effort there from Hensley and Choi.
You can't touch this.
Choi was shifted over to the right a bit more than he usually is. With the lefty Jones up at the plate. Good layoff there from Jones. He did double to left center in his first at bat, and that one fouls it off the front of his bat. As the ball gets stuck high up on the fence. But we're going to play with that there. And a 2-2 count here. And that one's outside, and it goes through the glove of McLeod. So a full count. Winds up, swing and a miss, strike 3. So a good bounce back inning from Tim Blackman Jr. He sets down Norfolk 1-2-3 in the top of the second. Nick Arnold set to start the bottom of the second. And that pitch is inside to him as he just gets out of the way of that one. 1-0. Arnold did not make the trip last night with the team as he skies that one out towards right. Boscher is there, and he makes the catch. So here's MJ Sung. Sung just working on putting the ball in play. Oh, 1 count here. And got a piece of that one. And now it's 0-2. And takes a called strike 3. So Sung is down on 3 pitches and it brings up the second baseman, Sean Hahn. Hahn takes that pitch in the dirt, 1-0. Hahn's still looking for his first hit of the season. And he takes the fastball in for a strike.
Cold spring. Cold spring.
1-1 pitch. It's fouled off as he stumbles out of the box.
2 outs.
1-2 count here on Hahn. Here's the pitch. And chopped over to third, but foul. So we'll do the 1-2 again. With 2 down in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch from Bashara to Hahn. And swing and a miss, strike 3. So after Blackman retires the Redbirds 1-2-3 in the top half of the second, Bashara follows in the bottom half of the frame. Get your game on with D-Bat Virginia Beach, baseball, softball, training, and more. D-Bat Virginia Beach is a state-of-the-art facility with over 17,000 square feet, 13 batting cages, and professional instructors who don't just know baseball and softball, but live and breathe it. You can find them located at 5258A Fairfield Shopping Center in Virginia Beach, or by calling them at 757-467-1111. You can also visit their website at dbatvirginiabeach.com. So we just had a small rain shower here at Lakewood Park. The sun is still out though. And it is a beautiful day for baseball, 88 degrees. And that one's floated towards the right side. That'll dunk in for a base hit. A nice spot there for Jason Bosher to lay down a ball. And that's how things get started in the third. Jack Markey. Bit mad at Bosher. He wasn't running 100% out of the box once that ball was hit. And now Blackman checks in as the rain continues to drizzle down a bit here. But you can tell from your view at home it is certainly sunny. And Blackman checks in again on Bosher. And that pitch is in the dirt. 1-0 here on Aiden Feather. Bosher doesn't have any stolen base attempts. See what Jack Markey wants to do with him. And that pitch is roped down the left field line. That one goes foul. And there's a called strike to Feather. Get some oohs and ahs from the crowd here. Did look a bit up. Nevertheless, a ball and a strike. 1-2 pitch. Runner going. It's upstairs and gunned down on the pitch out. At second is Bosher. Beautiful pitch out there executed by the Knights as they gun down Bosher on his first stolen base attempt of the season. Bosher stopped running halfway after McLeod gunned him, and now the next pitch hits Feather and he'll take first base. And then Hahn was just holding the ball, waiting for Bosher to come to him at second. And so no thoughts from Bosher to just get into a rundown. He had 1 foot in the dugout. And there's a called strike to Trevor Self. Self hit the ground ball to Hahn in his first at-bat that he came home with. And Feather ended up making it in safely. As Blackman checks in on Feather over at first. 0-1 count. A good curveball there from Blackman. Just missed outside. Two balls, one strike here on Self. And Sell floats that one out of play. And evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. With Aiden Feather over at first with 1 down here in the top half of the third. 4-1 ball game. Each team scored their runs in the first inning. And that one's ripped right to Hahn again. Flip to second for 1. On to first is away. Good job there from Corbin McLeod, though, to back up the throw. He's always just hustling down that line on every play. And you never know when you may need it. But the Knights do get the lead runner in the second out of the inning. That pitch is low to Bonnie, 1-0. And there's a called strike at the knees, 1-1. Bonnie looking to stay hot. Hitting .350 this season for the Redbirds. He's already got 3 games where he has multiple base hits, and he rolls that one over to Perez. He flips that one to Hahn, and that's the inning. So the Redbirds leave a runner stranded on first. It's 4-1 heading to the bottom of the third. Mercedes-Benz of Virginia Beach has earned a reputation as one of the Hampton Roads' most trusted luxury car dealers. Since their establishment in 2014, they've founded themselves as a premier name for Mercedes-Benz sales with exceptional service and unbeatable selections. If you're looking for a new or pre-owned Mercedes-Benz, they are the place to go to, being the premier Mercedes-Benz dealership in Virginia Beach with a vast selection of vehicles and easy leasing and financing. They are located on 4949 Virginia Beach Boulevard in Virginia Beach, and you can also call them at 757-499-3771. You can also visit their website at mercedes-benzofvirginiabeach.com. So here's the shortstop, Ronaldo Perez. And Perez fouls that one off. Perez has just played in 1 game this season. And he nubs that one off the front of his bat. In this 1 game, Perez had 3 plate appearances and drew 3 walks. Now down in the count, 0-2 here. And leaves that one low in the dirt. Good layoff there, good 0-2 pitch as well from Bashara. And here's the pitch. And that one's inside on Perez as he backs out of the way as it nearly hit him. Bashara getting the signs from Self, and now time is called. Bashar and Self look to get on the same page. Quick pitch, just outside. It's a full count. So Perez has worked it from 0-2 to 3-2. And here's the pitch from Bashara. And it's chopped over to third. Going to be a tough play for Feather. And he is going to eat it. So an infield single for Arnaldo Perez. He's reached base safely all 4 times he stepped into the batter's box this season. And for the first time today, the Knights have their leadoff man on. So here's Tristan Hensley. And there's a throw over to first that nearly caught Perez napping. First time we saw Bashara throw over to anyone. And Hensley shows bunt. He gets it down. Bashara throw to first is in time. So that's the first out of the inning as Perez moves over to second. So interesting decision there from the coaching staff. Last night down in Edenton, they struggled to score runs. Never decided to play small ball to try and chip away at their lead. Didn't have a lot of base runners to do it with, but they get one on here to start the third and decide to move him over with a bunt. With the top of the order, and Herman rolls that one to second. That moves Perez over to third, but now there are 2 down in the inning. So now 2 outs and Andy Choi. Choi takes a called strike. Choi hitting .333 on the season. He's already 1 for 1 today. But he skies that one up in the infield. Lakos is calling for it, and he makes the catch. So the Knights leave a runner stranded at third. We've played 3 innings here at Lakewood Park. It's the Redbirds 4, Knights 1. Mercedes-Benz of Virginia Beach offers Mercedes-Benz service and repairs, so you have access to the latest specialized technology and precise analysis from Mercedes-Benz trained technicians who undergo regular, frequent training, so they're always up to date on every component of your vehicle. Find them on 4949 Virginia Beach Boulevard in Virginia Beach. Call them at 757-499-3773. You can also visit their website at mercedes-benzofvirginiabeach.com. First pitch of the fourth inning for Blackman is inside to the six-hitter Adams. And that one sails upstairs. That slipped out of the hand of Blackman. 2-1. And that one's at the feet of Adams. Adams went down looking in his first at-bat, and now he draws a walk to reach base for the first time this season. So here's Drew Proctor. Don't believe there's any relation to Dom Proctor. And Blackman's quickly up on the count. On Drew, 0-2. And first Blackman checks in on Adams. As McLeod tells him, hey, he's not going anywhere. Trying to get his attention on the batter. Has him in an 0-2 hole. And that one's fouled off by Proctor as he lives to fight another pitch. Proctor looking for his first hit with the Redbirds, and he takes that one for a called strike 3. That one was up at the letters. And it's the fourth strikeout recorded by Blackman. There's a good curveball that missed outside. Morick fouls that one straight back. One count here on the left fielder Morick. That one's in the dirt. And that one's upstairs, and now it's 3-1. One pitch is in the dirt. Second walk of the inning from Blackman after he hadn't allowed a walk in his first 3 innings of work. And McLeod's going to go out there to have a talk with his pitcher. So Adams over at second. Morick on first after they both walk with 1 down. In the top of the first, and Justin Lakos up at the plate. So Hahn is standing right on second base, and now he shifts to his left. And now Blackman steps off. And that one sails upstairs. One count to the second baseman, Lakos. And it takes a nice curveball for a strike, and now it's 1-2. Trying to sit down the number 9 hitter of the Redbirds. 1-2 pitch. It's popped up towards the right side. Over comes Waters for a look. And just bounced into the Greenbrier dugout. So we'll do the 1-2 again. Here's the pitch from Blackman to Lakos. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's the second out of the inning. Both recorded via the strikeout. Brings up the shortstop, Aguilar. And Alex leaves that one upstairs. And the 1-0 swung through. Back pick, McLeod has got him in a easy rundown as Hahn places the tag. And he is out. Oh! I'm not sure if Adams thought he was out at first, but nevertheless, good back pick there from Corbin McLeod to get Blackman out of the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th and a 4-1 ball game with the Redbirds leading. Local business owners and community organizers, promote your business and events right here on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. You have the opportunity to promote your business and events right here with your logo being featured on the screen. Please email tidewatersummerleague@gmail.com to promote your business or events today. Luke Waters set to lead off the home 4th after Corbin McLeod. Another one of those back picks after he gunned down Jason Bosch, who tried to steal in the 3rd inning. Ends the 4th inning on a back pick. Adams had a big lead. McLeod eyed him down, and Adams had nowhere to go. Hahn never threw the ball over to Hensley at 3rd. He was running for the tag all the way. Umpire never signaled anything, even when Adams was at 3rd, and then Adams just assumed that he was out and stepped off the bag, and that's when the umpire made the call. I'm not sure if Adams would have stayed at third if he would have been called safe. As it's a 2-2 count here. On the 3-hole hitter, Waters. Waters had an RBI double in his first at-bat. The Redbird crowd doesn't agree with that call from the home plate umpire. It's now full. Three-two pitch. Fouled off, and we'll do it again. Here's the payoff pitch from Bashara to Waters. And it's drilled out to deep left. Back goes Morick, and that's off the base of the wall. And it rolls all the way in front of Morick. The second double of the day for Waters. That one hit off the base of the wall. So some good 3-2 hitting there from the designated hitter. And we'll see what the Knights decide to do. They played some small ball last inning after getting the leadoff runner on first. Now, with no one out, Waters on second. And the first pitch is fouled back from Bailey, 0-1. Oh, one grounded over to third. Nice play there from Feather to stay in front of it. But he fakes the throw, and Waters was running after the fact that he thought he was going to throw it. Places the tag on Waters. And that's how the first out is recorded. So it was a nice job from Feather. To just get in front of that ball, and then he faked the throw to first, then got Waters biting as time is called. Placed the tag on him. McLeod takes that one low, 1-0. And the 1-0 is popped up. That'll go out of play. As Self comes over for a look. One ball, one strike, one out with a runner on. And there goes Bailey. That one's lifted towards the right side. Foul. And Bailey will head back to first. Warren's got one stolen base on one attempt this season, but that came back on June 8th. Over 3 weeks ago. He's not going on this pitch, and it's in the dirt. Two balls, two strikes here on McLeod. With one down in the fourth, and there goes Bailey, and that one's hit up right up the middle. Step on second, throw to first is in time for an inning ending 6-6-3 double play. Kellen Davis now on the mound for the Knights after a 4-inning start from Tim Blackman. Had a solid first inning, but the last 3 were scoreless. Nice play defensively from Alec Aguilar to end the last half inning. Even with Warren Bailey attempting to steal, still managed to beat him to the bag and throw it to first in time to beat McLeod. And Warren's back over at first base defensively after Luke Waters came in the 4th inning. He's back out there for the 5th. 1-2 pitch here from Davis. And that's fouled straight back. As we'll get that camera adjusted for you.
Good.
So a 2-2 count here. And now it's full at 3-2. I think that was the worst their camera's been hit all season, as it flew off of the rails. And that one's hit right back to Davis. Gets it right at the end of his glove, and throw to first is in time. Ball was showing a lot of white in Davis's glove. Back to the top of the order for the Redbirds. And the first pitch that Jones sees, he gets fooled on the breaking ball from Davis. Davis, as he gets the signs from McLeod, he just can't even see his face, covering even his eyes. And that one's lined towards center, and there's a base hit as it falls in front of Herman. So that is the beauty of baseball. Jones gets fooled on one pitch, and the very next, a solid piece of hitting towards center field. So it brings up Bosher. And Bosher fouls that one. It's called foul. It hit Bosher while he was in the box. One count with one down and a runner on. Here in the top of the 5th. And that one sails upstairs. McLeod thought about a back pick. Got out of his arm. He brushes it off with some dirt. Two balls and a strike here on Bosher. And the pitch And the home plate umpire said he went around. And it's 2-2. And first Davis checks in on Jones. Two, and Jones is going, swinging a miss, strike three. But McLeod just couldn't get the ball out of his glove there and ended up dropping it. That was on the transfer, so no need to throw down to first. So that's the first time Bosher hasn't reached base, and it brings up Aiden Feather, who's reached base in his 2 plate appearances today. And he hits that one to third. One hopper for Hensley. Throw to first is in time. So the Redbirds leave a runner stranded in scoring position. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th, halfway through at Lakewood Park. So a whole new defense behind Vincent Bashar, who's still out on the mound. But his whole infield and 2/3 of his outfield has changed. Nicholas Jazikowski's over at first, Sparky Bannon at second. Wes Bonney comes in defensively to play short. And Devin Hicks is at third for the infield. As that pitch thought it might have hit the batter Arnold. but no argument. So must have just nicked off with a glove of Self, who's still catching. There's a swing and miss from Arnold, 1-2. Brady Kenter's out in right. Logan Stein in center. Jack Moore is still out there in left. And a called strike 3 for the first out of the 5th. So here's MJ Sung. Shar gives a couple head nods to Self, and now he pitches and gets Sung to swing and miss at the breaking ball. Now he gets some words of advice from his assistant coach, Jamison Griffin. Jamison sent me a list of all the accomplishments that he's defeated. Won the championship in 2015 with Greenbrier. Went to Virginia State University. Two-time All-Conference in 15 and 16. Won the batting title with VCU. Home run title in 21. And there's a called strike 3 to Sung as he questions the home plate umpire. As Chuck Slaughter didn't like the call, he thought that was low to Sung. And then Jack Markey is going to go out to have a talk with his pitcher. And actually, he's going to bring in a new one. It's Chuck Slaughter having a talk with the first base umpire. So that'll be all for Vince Bashara. 4 2/3, 1 run. That came back in the first. And Tanner Simpson is going to get warmed up here to face Sean Hahn with 2 outs. Tanner Simpson out there in relief. for Vincent Bashar, who went 4 innings and 2/3. Struck out 5 batters, didn't walk one. 4 hits tacked to him and a run, as the first pitch from Simpson is fouled off, and there's Jamison Griffin showing off his defense now over at third. Now having some laughs with the third base umpire. Sixth time out of the pen for Tanner Simpson. And 2 scoreless innings his first time. The last 4 appearances he's just gone 1 inning, and Hahn hits a ground ball to short. And the throw to first in time from Bonnie. And so a 1-2-3 inning for the Redbirds. We've played 5 here at Lakewood Park. 4-1 Norfolk. Get your game on with D-Bat Virginia Beach baseball, softball, training, and more. D-Bat Virginia Beach is a state-of-the-art facility with over 17,000 square feet, 13 batting cages, and professional instructors who don't just know baseball and softball, but live and breathe it. You can find them located at 5258A Fairfield Shopping Center in Virginia Beach. You can call them at 757-467-1111. You can also visit their website at dbatvirginiabeach.com. Top of the 6th here from Lakewood Park in a 4-1 ball game. Kellen Davis still on the mound for the Knights for his 2nd inning of relief work. Again, the first pitch is fouled back from Self, 0-1. Self has reached base safely twice today, but is 0 for 2 as he fouls that one out of play. Good communication there from McLeod to let his position players know. Now 0-2 here on Self. He's reached on 2 fielder's choices. One of them got him an RBI. That was the play where Hahn came in to throw the ball home when the infield was moved in. And the 1-2, good leave there from Self. He gets a reaction out of the Greenbrier dugout. Two from Davis. And that's fouled straight back off of the metal pole here and rolls into play. As the first base umpire was checking the ball and then gave it right back to Davis. 2-2 pitch is upstairs. Move Self out of the way, and now the count is full. Three-two pitch on its way, and it's upstairs and away for ball 4. The third time that Self is aboard. And this time it comes with a leadoff walk. Third walk drawn by the Redbirds. And that pitch is fouled out of play. 0-1 here on West Bonnie. A 1 pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Oh, 2 pitches inside, and it hit Bonnie. McLeod kind of looked back to the home plate umpire, and then Bonnie said, "Yeah, that got me." So McLeod's gonna go out to have a talk with Davis after he walked Self with a few pitches that got away from him, and now hits Bonnie on an 0-2 pitch. So now Davis trying to get himself out of trouble with 2 runners on and no one out in the top of the 6th. Reyes is holding Self pretty close there. He's standing on the bag at second as that pitch is inside to Adams. And Adams spits on that one, and it's 2-0. And now it's 3-0. Jazikowski is on deck. 3-0 pitch. And called strike as Adams nods his head. And the 3-1 is inside, ball 4. And the bases are loaded with no one out. For Nicholas Jazikowski. Just a second plate appearance as time is going to be called. The assistant coach Juan's going to go out to have a talk with his entire infield. So no one warming up in the Knights bullpen. They're trusting Kellen Davis to get themselves out of this as the first pitch to Jazakowski sends him on his knees. 1-0. Just a second plate appearance for Jazakowski. He walked in his only one. With the corner infielders in for the Knights, and there's a swing and a miss. Davis trying to keep the lead here at 4-1. And that one's hit up the middle slowly. Touch second, throw to first is not in time. So an RBI for Jazakowski. His first of the season extends the lead to 5-1. Moore extends that first pitch to the right side. That'll find a hole, a base hit. And in comes Bonnie to score, and it's now 6-1. So here's Lakos. Sparky Bannon takes a pitch outside of the zone, 1-0. Bannon came into the game for Lakos to play second. Now hitting for him. And now he's got a 2-0 count on him. And now Lake steal from Jazakowski, and he arrives safely. Jazakowski wasn't going at first. Rare to see that, especially on McLeod back there. Now there's runners on the corners with one out. That one's up and into Bannon, and now it's 3-0. As the breeze starts to pick up here. At Lakewood Park, and a 4-pitch walk. And the bases are loaded again. Davis could really use a ground ball here. To Alex Aguilar. He's 0 for 2. He was the first batter that Davis faced, and he hit one right back to him. And he takes that one upstairs, 1-0. And it's 2-0. And the 2-0 is fouled away. Jack Markey just signaled to his runners that there's 2 outs, but there is 1. And that one's fouled straight back again off of that metal pole. That's Knights will just throw that one into their dugout and get Davis a new ball. 2-2 count here. With the corner infielders in. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's the second out of the inning. So now the infield will drop back. Now Logan Stein, who came in to play center in the top half of the inning, also batting for Bryce Jones. Stein shoots that one out of play, 1-1. Stein's got 3 RBI in as many games. And that one's upstairs on him. Up and in. Redbirds have already put 2 runs up in the inning. Knight's trying to shut it down here. Two-one pitch from Davis. And it breaks inside for a called strike. Two-two from Davis. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Second straight strikeout recorded from Davis as the Redbirds leave the bases loaded, but not before 2 runs come in to score. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Redbirds 6 and the Knights 1. Mercedes-Benz of Virginia Beach has earned a reputation as one of the Hampton Roads' most trusted luxury car dealers. Since their establishment in 2014, they found themselves as a premier name for Mercedes-Benz sales with exceptional service and unbeatable selections. If you're looking for a new or pre-owned Mercedes-Benz, they're the place to go to. In Virginia Beach, with a vast selection of Mercedes-Benz vehicles and easy leasing and financing. They're located on 4949 Virginia Beach Boulevard in Virginia Beach, and you can also call them at 757-499-3771. You can also visit their website at mercedes-benzofvirginiabeach.com. Bottom of the 6th here, after the Redbirds put up 2 runs in the top half of the inning to extend their lead to 6-1. The Knights' bats were quiet all day last night. Like they broke out of that funk after a run in the first inning. Have yet to tack on more since then. Had a lot of opportunities last night early on. Didn't capitalize, and then was rough sailing from there. Saw them play some small ball early on today after they got a leadoff runner on at first, but failed to bring him around to score. And that pitch is way upstairs from Simpson. And it's 2-2. 2. Simpson came in last inning, retired Hahn for his only at-bat, for his only batter that he faced, rather. Perez leaves that one in the dirt, and now it's full. Three balls, 2 strikes here on the shortstop, Perez. And he just leaves that one. As Simpson's asking where that missed. He's asking if it was outside. No response.
The ball was down and out. Wasn't all that close.
So here's Tristan Hensley. Hensley had that sac bunt in his only at-bat today that he got down nicely, nearly beat it out for a hit. It was placed so beautifully. As he leaves that one outside of the zone, 1-1. As he gets the signs down over from third. Not sure if they're going to play small ball here, down by 5 in the 6th. Just looking to get some runners aboard, and that one spiked in the dirt. Gets stopped from Self to keep Perez held up at first. Two 2-1 count here on Tristan Hensley. And that pitch will get by Self, and over to second goes Perez. Three 3-1 count here on the 10 hole. And a good hitter's count for Hensley. Three 3-1 from Simpson. Takes a called strike. He was walking out of the batter's box, but that was certainly in the zone. And now the count is full. It's like 2 for 5 coming into the day. Here's the pitch, and he sails that one into center. Stein is under it, tagging at second, but not going is Perez. So that's a big out there recorded from Simpson. Definitely did not want 2 runners on in the top of the night's lineup coming up. So he does get 1 out with Perez over at second and Blake Herman up at the dish. And first pitch that Herman sees from Hensley is fouled away. Herman's got hits in each of his last 2 games, and he takes that one inside. He's 0 for 2 today. And he skies that one out. That time Mork is under it. And he makes the catch, and this time Perez is going to go. And he arrives safely. That ball was much deeper than Hensley's ball. But yet again, 2 outs and a runner on third. So here's Andy Choi Choi scored the only run today for the Knights. And leaves that one in the dirt, and now it's 2-0. Two-0 pitch to Choi. And he fouls it off. Two one from Simpson is outside. As Choi kind of does that stride over towards the pitcher like Juan Soto. Haven't seen that from Andy. 3-1 pitch. And he fouls that one straight up into the infield. Bonnie is under it. And he makes the catch. So the Knights leave another runner stranded over at third base. We've played 6 innings here at Lakewood Park. 6-1 Redbirds. Mercedes-Benz of Virginia Beach offers Mercedes-Benz service and repairs, so you have access to the latest specialized technology and precise analysis from Mercedes-Benz trained technicians who undergo regular and frequent training, so they're always up to date on every component of your vehicle. Find them at 4949 Virginia Beach Boulevard in Virginia Beach, or call them at 757-499-3773. You can also visit their website at mercedes-benzofvirginiabeach.com. Brady Kenter set to lead off things here in the 7th, and he takes a called strike from Callan Davis. He's back out there after a rough second inning. And Kenter takes a called strike, nothing in 1 or nothing in 2 rather. So 1-2 count here on Kenter. Came in to play right for Jason Bosher. And Kenter swings and misses for strike 3 for the first out of the 7th. So Devin Hicks came into the game to play third base for Aiden Feather. Now hitting for Feather in the 3-hole. And he takes that pitch inside from Davis, 1-0. Hicks, mainly a pitcher, has had a handful of plate appearances. Two-one pitch, and that's spiked in the dirt. And now it's 3-1. And Hicks fouls that one straight back. May as well fix that camera for you. So Devin Hicks goes down swinging on a full count for the second out of the inning.
Hey, where's Mo and Deck at, guys? I don't pay the umpires enough to chase balls. Let's go.
Trevor Self up at the dish. Self walked to lead off last inning, came around to score the first of the 2 runs. Now a 2-0 count here. On the catcher Self. Pitch from Davis is up and in, and it's 3-0. Three-0 pitch from Davis, and it's fouled off. So here's the 3-1 from Davis to Self, and it's upstairs, ball 4. Second consecutive walk drawn by Self. And the Redbirds have a 2-out base runner. And Wes Bonney drills that one to center. Overcomes Scipio to make the catch. So stretch time here from Lakewood Park. It's 6-1 Norfolk. Alex Gianniscoli now on the mound for the Redbirds after Tanner Simpson went an inning and a third scoreless innings. Just allowed a walk to Perez, he left stranded over on third base. 3-4-5 in the order for Greenbrier. Called strike to Waters. Waters 2 for 2 with 2 doubles this afternoon. He's had a good eye at the plate. Waters also was accounted for the only Greenbrier RBI, and he drills that one into the left center gap, but playing deep was Jack Morick, and he dives to make the catch. He lost it, but the umpire says that was on the transfer. And so a long fly ball out from Waters as Dylan Bowen is now batting for Warren Bailey. Waters, that would have been his third double of the game if the outfield hadn't been playing so far back for him. And Bowen taps that one to Hicks over at third, charges it nicely, throw to first, not in time. It was dropped by Jazikowski. So after not reaching base last night, Bowen's on with 1 down. First pitch is low to McLeod, 1-0. Bowen was awarded an infield single. Nice play from Hicks to just come in on, get that ball. And a good throw down to first. With Bowen hustling down the line. 1-0 count, long hold. And a called strike. McLeod's last at bat, he had that inning-ending double play. It was a nice play by Alec Aguilar. Even as Trevor Self asked where that one missed, it was outside. After Warren Bailey was stealing, Aguilar still had time to beat him to the bag and throw over to first to throw out McLeod. 2-1 count here. And a good job there from Gianniscoli to hit his target. 2-2. Full count, excuse me. Gianniscoli now on pace with Self. Here's the 3-2 delivery. And it's outside for ball 4. So they wanted a pinch runner, the Knights did, for McLeod. But that's only allowed for pitchers, so Corbin's where the Knights actually don't have anyone available to pinch run for their catcher. Courtesy run. So McLeod's going to have to run for himself. And that one's Grounded foul. As Bashar sprints over into the foul ground to hustle after that ball. A 1 count here on Arnold with 2 base runners on. And he fouls that one off. Check swing, and now it's 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch, and it's upstairs.
Not yet. It's just I've been working with the tech department trying to migrate the league. We don't pretend it ain't there until I get it all done. They're still doing it.
1 ball, 2 strikes here on Arnold. Here's the pitch from Gianniscoli.
Yep.
And it's fouled off into foul ground as the Voyagers, who are here for their game, scatter away from the ball. It lands off of the bleachers. So we'll do the 1-2 again. If Arnold can keep it going. And that ball gets away from Self. Bowman thought for a second to get him. But once you hesitate, you really can't go. So now 2-2. With 2 on here in the home 7th. And that pitch skipped on by, and that time Bowen doesn't hesitate, and he'll take third. And moving along with him is McLeod. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Nick Arnold. And Arnold hits that one to third. Another play for Hicks, who tries to tag the runner from second. He misses, but throw over to first is in time for Arnold, so a run comes in to score. And moving over to third is McLeod. So an RBI for Arnold, his 5th of the season. Brings up MJ Sung. And Sung leaves the breaking ball low in the dirt. Ball 1. And that one, the called strike on Sung. 1-1. And Sung takes a called strike there. 1-2. And the 1-2 is outside, and Self doesn't know where it is. But McLeod holds up. Self was running behind him, but the ball was in front of him. So a 2-2 count here on Sung, with Han on deck. And Sung shoots that one into left field, a base hit. And now it's 6-3. First RBI of the season for Sung. And it brings up Sean Hahn. Hahn swings and misses at the first pitch. He sees from Gianniscoli, 0-1. Sung flings his batting gloves. And that one's inside to Hahn. It nearly hit him. And it's 1-1. Hahn leaves that one outside from Gianniscoli, and it's 2-1. Ronaldo Perez would be next. If Hahn can keep things going, already 2 runs in the inning for the Knights. And that one's up and in, and it's 3-1. So a good hitter's count here for Hahn. Still looking for his first hit with the Knights. Three-one delivery. And it's chopped over towards the right side, and over there is Sparky Bannon, who steps on second for the force out. So we've played 7 innings here. 2 runs come in to score for Greenbrier, and they now trail 6-3. Dylan Bowen comes in to pitch the 8th inning for the Knights as Tristan Hensley moves over to first. Nick Arnold comes in to third. And the first pitch from Bowen, a called strike, 0-1. And Bowen quickly up 0-2 on his first batter. Ben Adams. And that pitch sails upstairs, 1-2. breaking pitch there from Bowen. That's outside. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's the first out of the 8th. Second time that Adams has gone down on strikes. And it brings up Jazikowski. Jazikowski had an RBI on a fielder's choice in his first at-bat. That was his first RBI of the season. Oh, 1 pitch, and Jazikowski, a late swing. He fouls it off. Jacob Regain is a bit late out there to go coach first base. He's got a drink in his back left pocket. Now talking to Hensley. And Bowen spikes that one, 2-2. Bowen usually goes a lengthy amount of time when he pitches. It's his 4th time coming out of the bullpen. He's gone at least 2 2/3 innings in all of them. And a check swing. Jazikowski went around for a strike 3 and the throw over to first from McLeod. Officials the strikeout for the second out of the inning. Second straight strikeout from Bowen. And it's Alex Brown at the dish. In the 8 hole where Jack Morrick started at. And that one's popped up towards the left side. There's room for Arnold. And diving is Choi, but he can't come up with it. One, 2 to Brown is outside, 2-2. And the 2-2 is drilled to deep left. Forget about it. But it's foul. Oh, that ball was rocked by Brown. And he came inches away from his first homer of the season, as he does the long trot around the bases just to come back into the batter's box.
Dylan Boyd, the pitcher.
Dylan Bowen.
Bowen. He hit for
Bowen
one.
hit, okay.
He hit for
Mike
one.
did that. You did.
But it looks good. 1 for 3 for 1, but it's really
So
0 for 2
his
for
last
1.
bat we need to change to Bowen.
Yeah, yeah. Right. There you go.
That one sails upstairs as Bowen brought the heat on that pitch. And now it's 3-2. Three-two pitch is inside, ball 4. So Brown draws a walk with 2 outs. And it brings up Sparky Bannon with 2 outs. Here in the top of the 8th. And Bannon takes a called strike, 0-1. Bowen looking over at Brown. And that one's fouled off of the mask of McLeod. But he's fine. Now 0-2 on Bannon. He's having a talk with the home plate umpire. Both know what it's like to get hit by foul balls. Nothing in 2 here on Bannon. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the 3rd strikeout in the inning recorded by Bowen. He came inches away though from allowing a home run to Brown, but he leaves him stranded at first base. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. 6-3 Norfolk. Alex Aguilar out there to pitch now for the first time this season. in relief of Alex Gianniscoli. Allowed 2 innings in his inning of work, and the first pitch is rolled up the middle. And Bonnie shifts to his left, and throw to first is in time. 1 pitch and 1 out for Alex Aguilar. So Max Lucas comes in to pinch hit for Tristan Hensley. And he takes a called strike. 0-1. Quincy Scipio is also on deck. He hasn't come up to hit yet today. As Lucas fouls that one off. Scipio came into play center for Herman, who was the leadoff batter today for the Knights. Now 0-2. As Lucas fouls it off. Aguilar gets the signs, and now he's ready. And Lucas pops that one up. Bannon is under it. And there's 2 away. So Quincy Scipio steps up to the dish for the first time today. Scipio went 0 for 2 last night in Edenton. Drew a walk. And the first pitch he sees today is outside the zone, 1-0. The 1-0 is outside, 2-0. Delivery, and that one hits Scipio on the back as the ball gets stuck in the fencing. So Scipio is aboard, and his first plate appearance with 2 down. The batter is Andy Choi. Andrea Daltrey is on deck if Choi can keep the inning going. In a 6-3 ball game, Choi fouls off the first pitch as Self waits for it to stop rolling, see if it would come back into fair territory. Oh, one, there goes Scipio. Throw down to second, and it hits him, and now he'll run into third. And everyone was yelling to check 4, but he'll hold up at third. So Scipio was stealing. He's got the green light. And then the ball thrown down from Self hit him in the helmet that he's checking out now, rolled into shallow left field and took off third as no one was there covering, as Devin Hicks, who's playing third, went to get the ball, and Choi rips one over the head of the leaping Hicks, and Scipio comes in to score. Hoy hustling down to first, and he'll hold up there with an RBI single. So Andy Choi continues to stay hot. Third RBI of the season, and Daltrey hits that one to the left of Hicks. All of this with 2 outs. And that was Andrea Daltrey. So now the tying run is on base for Dylan Bowen. Bowen singled in his only plate appearance today. With 2 down here in the home 8th. 1-0 count here on Dylan Bowen. And Bowen leaves that one inside, and it's 2-0. Everything was looking well for Alec Aguilar, who's making his pitching debut for the Redbirds. Retired the first 2 batters. But a hit by pitch. A stolen base that Scipio was fortunate to take third on. A single from Troy and then another single from Daltrey. And that one hits Bowen. Second hits batter of the inning from Aguilar. And now the tying run is in scoring position. Out of all the innings, this was not the one you would have expected the Knights to start crawling back in, considering the way it started. As time is now called, Bowen's a bit shaken up. He's going to get a pinch runner. It's going to be Warren Bailey to run for him. And so the bases are now loaded for Corbin McLeod. And McLeod shoots that one foul. Big at bat here from McLeod in the home 8th with the bases loaded. And what is now a 6-4 ball game. And McLeod leaves that one upstairs. 1-1. McLeod just looking for a base knock here. 1-1 from Aguilar is a called strike. 1-2. Aguilar is ready. And McLeod pops that one up in the infield. And Bonnie is under it to make the catch. So the Knights strand the bases loaded. They do scratch another run. It's 6-4 at the end of 8 here at Lakewood Park. Alex Aguilar leading off the top of the 9th inning here. And what is a 6-4 ball game. Pitch from Bowen is outside and away, 1-0. Bowen recorded 3 strikeouts with a walk sandwiched in there in his first inning of work, and that one's rolled over to Arnold, and his throw to first is in time for the first out in the top of the 9th. So here's Logan Stein. Stein struck out in his only at-bat today. That was against Simpson. And now it's 2-0. From Bowen, and that'll wake you up at home. .3-0 pitch called strike 3-1. And that one's outside, ball 4. Second walk distributed from Bowen. This time comes with 1 out. Brady Kenter. He also was struck out in his only at-bat today. And he leaves that one upstairs, 1-0. Redbirds trying to tack on some insurance runs here in the 9th. They were up 6-1. But Greenbrier scored 2 in the 7th and 1 in the 8th. And Kenter takes a cut at a fastball, 1-1. And there goes Stein. Pitches inside, throw down to second. Perez places the tag, but it's not in time. Second stolen base of the season for Stein. Now the Redbirds have a runner in scoring position. A 2-1 count here on Kenter. Kenter 1 for 6 on the year. And he swings through that one, and it's 2-2. Two-two pitch. Perez is holding Stein really close at second. And now the count is full on Kenter. So there's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The 4th strikeout recorded from Bowen. And there are 2 outs. Devin Hicks, looking for his first hit, takes that one outside. was 0 for 1 coming into the day, but he's also drawn a pair of walks. He swings through that breaking ball from Bowen, and it's 1-1. 1-1 pitch, and that's spiked, and good stop there from McLeod to prevent Stein from going over to third. So now 2-1 on Hicks. Trevor Self is on deck, and that one just missed from Bowen, and it's now 3-1. And it's low for ball 4. And the second base runner is aboard. Trevor Self is over 2 today. He has reached his last 2 plate appearances. In fact, he's actually reached on all 4 of his plate appearances. 2 of those were fielder's choices that he ended up reaching first on. His last 2 at-bats he walked. And now a back pick from McLeod. That's over the head of Perez, and Stein will take third. We saw McLeod do that earlier, and it ended up working. But that time it was over the head of Perez and into center field. Hicks was held up at first as Scipio just threw the ball into second. Now a 2-0 count here on Self. And he swings through that one, 2-1. Self has 1 RBI. That came on opening day back on June 7th. Looking to help Norfolk get some insurance runs here in the 9th. And he takes a called strike there at 2-2. Bowen looks at Hicks. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Bowen. And it's in there for a called strike 3. So the Redbirds leave an insurance run stranded over on third base. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th with the Knights trailing 6-4. The Redbirds do not want to lose this game. They got one of their best pitchers going for the save in Jacob Reganey. But the Knights have answered back with their own as Dom Proctor is now pinch hitting for Nick Arnold. Dom seems to hit every time he's in the lineup. But now he's down in the count quickly on Reganey, 0-2. 0-2 on Proctor. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. A 3-pitch strikeout for Reganey to start the bottom of the 9th. So here's MJ Sung. Sung had his first RBI of the season in his last at-bat. Now just trying to reach base for the Knights so they can bring up the tying run to the plate. And Reganey's pitch is just outside. Or a bit low. And Reganey fires that one in for a called strike, 1-1. And that's low. Two 2-1 pitch. And that's in there for a called strike, 2-2. And Sung just gets a piece of that one to stay alive for another pitch. Knights have scored runs in each of the last 2 innings. They need a couple here, and down on strikes goes Sung for the 3rd time. So now Sean Hahn. Hahn needs to reach base here to bring up Ronaldo Perez, who would be the tying run. And Reganey fires his first pitch to Hahn upstairs, 1-0. And that one just missed low from Reganey. And it's now 2-0 on Hahn. And that's outside, and it's 3-0. 3-0 from Reganey as Hahn steps out halfway through the pitch. Taking that one all the way through, 3-1. Now a big pitch here from Reganey. And Hahn rolls that one over to short. First is in the dirt, but it's skipped up by Jazikowski, and the ball game is over. Jacob Reganey picks up his first save of the season, and the Redbirds improve to 4-6 on the season. Greenbrier put up a tough battle in the end, scoring 3 runs in the last 3 innings, but it was not enough as they fall to 7-5 on the season. Thank you for watching, everyone. This has been a broadcast of the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. I'm Hayden Bandel. Be sure to stay tuned for the second game of our doubleheader between the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs and Suffolk Voyagers that will be scheduled to start now at around 7:20.